This match, mid. This has become my least favorite version of Tommy End.
Wow.
Yeah, his promos are nice, except they're empty and hollow.
Oh shit! Look at you.
He declares bloody murder, and he's going to eviscerate everybody and just destroy them, and doesn't.
He did the first time.
Ever get the first time with the best one, with the only one that mattered, wiped them out decisively, and has struggled as he goes further down up and down the ladder. What? He went 11 minutes with Dustin Rhodes.
Hey, Dustin Rhodes is someone that always seems to give people more trouble than Cody gave them. It's a similar thing with Brody Lee. He beat Nick Camarado, and then here with Malachi Black. So this is not something that is out of the ordinary here.
As disgusting, as vile, as the overprotection of Dustin Rhodes is on its own, that's not even the point. The point is Aleister Black came in declaring execution of the Nightmare Family, and when he's fighting the bums of the Nightmare Family, he is struggling. Right? He is getting frustrated. He's offering chairs so they can hit him. He's trying to play mind games with boots. He's doing everything except putting them away. What are we doing? He's become the guy I understand got released.
Oh shit!
Whoa, that's a little much. That's a little much there.
Put your hand down. You don't deserve it.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. How are we going to follow that? We are back once again with another edition of AEWramble number 9, as we're going to be talking about the September 15th, 2021 edition of AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite. I am back once again with the Hot Take King, Malachi Black's arch nemesis, Marcus Cash.
Very pointed that you guys decided to use that clip for the cold open. Let's see what tonight brings. Yeah.
And of course, if you don't recognize the person next to him, he is the man of 40,000, now 41,000 subscribers on YouTube, the man you go to for all your takes on movies and television, Jimmy Macram.
I just had to get rid of it. I am now trying to look like a 12-year-old, like Dummy Khan.
You went from James Harden to Chris Bosh.
Oh, shit.
You know what? With the hat, my head shape does look very Chris Boschian.
Yes, just a tad bit. I'm not gonna front. I do see it. As always, everyone watching, give this video a thumbs up.
3 minutes in, and you guys are already making me go Photoshop. Damn it.
Small cameo there from our producer, Mr. Romeo Anthony Cologne, in the back with the 1s and 2 with the memes as usual on AEWramble. As always, drop a like on this video, share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. A bunch of big stuff happening this week on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. We got the usual stuff, True Rewind tomorrow. We got episode 56 we're going live with, and with special guest Sat E. Nyangi to review In Your House, Beware of Dog. You also got Rated Raw Superstars with Romeo and Drunk Guy JJ later on in the evening. Tuesday, there's NX3 with the fellas reviewing, I guess, guess. I don't know if they're doing watch along again. That was hard watching my friends suffer like that. But either a review or a watch along of the second week of NXT 2.0. Wednesday, there's going to be Dark Power, maybe a Dynamite watch along with the guys that won't be there in New York City with us live for Grand Slam. And then Saturday, all the way Saturday, 6 days from now, one of the biggest True Hill Heat episodes yet, as we're going to have special guest, 4-time Emmy Award winner Chris Van Vliet as a special guest on the True Hill Heat weekly podcast. So a lot of great stuff to enjoy on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified. But we are here to talk about the September 15th edition of AEW Dynamite from Newark, New Jersey, the Prudential Center, one of their largest crowds, over 13,000 in attendance. And it was the go-home show for AEW Dynamite and Rampage Grand Slam next Wednesday in Queens, New York at Arthur Ashe Stadium. We started off things with CM Punk coming down as he was going to be on commentary for a duration of the show. He went right into the crowd with a stage dive. Great footage from the IG Live of one of the fans in that front row as CM Punk's ass went to his face immediately. Then he went to the commentary desk and we kicked off things with a huge match. Adam Cole's in-ring debut for AEW going one-on-one with Frankie Kazarian. Adam Cole with an amazing pop. That place, the roof blew off for Adam Cole and he looked like a bona fide superstar. And it reminded you that in NXT, he's only had that type of reaction in front of this large of a crowd only a handful of times at takeovers, which is sad, but it's happy that now it's going to be a weekly thing in AEW. And they had a very solid match. And when Frankie Kazarian had some experience with Adam Cole in Ring of Honor, so he showed that here, expecting the pump boot at the beginning, but Adam Cole took the advantage. Frankie Kazarian fought back, but in the end, it was Adam Cole hitting a flurry of offense, hitting the Panama Sunrise, then the last shot for the victory here. I thought that the guys worked very well with each other. Frankie Kazarian always makes a perfect first opponent for superstars coming into AEW, and he showed that here. He showed that here, in my opinion. What about you guys? Jimmy, what did you think?
Well, this was a good match. I agree with you on that. But great first opponent. I will never forgive AEW for that Christian match. You will never be forgiven. It was sabotage Christian from the very start. He had no chance after that shit. No, he's got a heel turn to save himself. Other than that, match was fine, I guess. I don't know why this is my first match for Adam Cole because I think we all knew who was going to win. I will say this, however. You said when he came out, he looked like a superstar. That is not true. He looks like Triple H decided to stop working out in 1991, maybe. Just gave up, said, fuck it, I'll get by on my talent. He looks atrocious. Put your shirt on. That's Goldberg's move. Look at this. What is this mess? In fact, he'll do that jacket on. Keep the jacket on forever. Just got to wear the jacket until the end of time.
Rejected bed.
Look, what is this?
You're ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous.
He's not out of shape. He's just very average looking. Like, I'm expecting a superstar, and me and Vince were both discussing it when he took the jacket off. It is what it is. I enjoyed the pop. I enjoy his charisma, we'll say. And he's a good worker. I didn't see anything spectacular. Very Kazarian-esque. What do you think? I don't want Adam Cole fans mad at me. I'm sorry. You can do better, Go Baker. You can do so much better.
You already got Adam Cole fans mad at you. Bill's the Mafia STF saying that's effed up. Yes, it is. I don't agree at all. We're going to try to highlight as much of your comments, as possible. But of course, super chat donations, give us your hot takes, your questions, and we will definitely feature them here. Marcus Cash, what did you think about this opener?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Adam Baker personally, so I'm not going to say anything disparaging about him. But Frankie Kazarian is not a good first opponent for these new guys because we know his standing in the company. He's a glorified bum. So he's never going to be a threat to win any of these matches. And also, this is 2 out of 2 that it did not go very smoothly. It was pretty...
You like it?
It was okay. It was pretty clunky. Like, I don't know if somebody got hit like unexpectedly or something, but there was a lot of talking and a lot of like pausing for time during this match as well. And I think Adam deserves better, just like Christian deserved better. And yeah, let's point that I said Christian deserves better than something, but Kaz ain't it, man. Like Kaz is in my Orange Cassidy bucket and whoever else that's in there. Like I can't miss you. Don't go away. Go away. We broke your group up and you stuck around. Go away. Go get more of your hair on your head. Do something. Just go away.
Jesus, leave that man alone. I know she's shut out of cold. Leave Kaz alone.
Ridiculous criticisms. But what do you expect from the guys on the couch that don't like wrestling? Post-match, after the matchup, Adam Cole cut a promo saying that only 3 guys have gotten under his skin since he's arrived in AEW. Those 3 men being Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage. So he challenged them to a trios match at the Rampage Grand Slam in Queens, New York, where he'll team with the Young Bucks. What do you think about this matchup? And of course, later on in the evening, Christian and Jurassic Express accepted the challenge. Christian with some spicy takes, almost as spicy as Jimmy Macram's criticism of Adam Cole here, saying that the Elite has dragged Adam Cole from developmental, and he's used to losing Wednesday Night Wars. How would it feel to lose a Friday Night War? So, what was your thoughts on those 2 promos from Adam Cole and Christian Cage? Cash?
I liked Adam Baker's promo. I actually liked Christian's promo. It felt a little heelish. Can't wait because he's got to save himself. Although didn't Hollywood Jackson Perry also have a line about like his body and his hair? And
he said he has a. He said he
had the body.
Okay, well his
he
hair,
said he had better hair than Adam Cole.
It's the start, right? So this week it's his hair. Next week it'll be his body. Right, the following could be his Hollywood connections or something. Right, we can keep. His dad has to know somebody. We can keep this ball rolling.
His dad knows all the stars from 90210 and Riverdale.
Great, as a Riverdelic, I appreciate this.
Oh my
God. You can go. No, I mean I'm from Riverdale, so I can appreciate that. Let's get that ball rolling, Jackson. Let's go.
It was fine. I'm here for Christian turning heel after he cut off Jack Perry, aka Jungle Boy. Me, JR, and Cash. Only people call him Jack. And
I call him Jackson.
Yeah, because you're an idiot. And you're gross, trying to ruin this fantastic baby face. But more importantly, I want to apologize to people with that physique, by the way, because next week he'll be in the ring with Nick Jackson, who is an identical physique, but he's splendid. So I don't mind. Do you understand how good you gotta be to make that work? Nick Jackson level good.
This is like ridiculous. This is the most. This is Nick
Jackson.
This is a more ridiculous criticism than all the stuff about Malachi Black last
Is he as good as Nick Jackson? Actually, a very very simple question.
Yes, he is.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? There's only 1 week. All right, give me this. Was he as good as Nick Jackson on Wednesday?
Well, Nick Jackson wasn't on Wednesday, so he was better.
Cole.
He was better than Nick Jackson on Wednesday.
This AEW version of Adam Cole, is he as good as AEW Nick Jackson?
So far, he's been great. He's been great in my opinion. He's been great. He's been great in my opinion. Following the Adam Cole promo, we got a video package with dual promos from the Lucha Bros and the Butcher and the Blade. Apparently, they had a AEW World Tag Team title match on Rampage, which was a really good opener to the show. What did you think about the promos here between the former members of Eddie Kingston's family?
I thought it was fine. It was a little fast. I do enjoy what they're doing here. They're just kind of going through it. They've been doing that with Ray and Penta recently, so I'm here for that.
Cash says, anytime they do those promos, I'm here for it. I love Alex. He should talk for both of them if it was up to me.
Butcher says?
No, well, I met Ray Phoenix in Pentagon, but I'd love a world where Alex Abrahantes is speaking for Butcher and Blade as well. Like, can we just get him to just talk for people? I'd love for him to be like the Sonny of AEW, where he bounces from champions to champions.
Oh my God, you know what he could do? He could translate Bunny's body language.
Oh oh my God, Bunny's thinking.
Bunny's thinking.
Love it.
And I was a little bit excited. I knew it wasn't deep down in my heart, but I was a little bit excited that Butcher and Blade were alone. I was like, oh my God, maybe we can get them away from Matt Hardy. But no.
How old was that Rampage, by the way? 40 minutes of Matt Hardy. 40 minutes.
It wasn't awful. I just ignored Matt Hardy was out there until his little promo where he shaved the fan's head. We got EBV saying Alex is the best hype man, agreeing with you guys. We also got Bill's Mafia saying, what is this? VKM Jimmy? Hello. Y'all giving Romeo more Photoshop to do. He's got to put his head on top of and EBB also saying, as a member of the average build cult, we do not condone Jimmy's comment. He also said EBB also says, poor Christian, when Cole mentioned him, the crowd was like, really love the storyline intro he uses. Is that the story time intro? Is that a new thing for him? No, it's something that he used even in his like Ring of Honor and PWG days. So I'm glad to see it back. It definitely helps. It definitely helps make him different from other great promo guys on this show. We had another short promo here from Tony Schiavone interviewing Fuego del Sol, who was with Sammy Guevara, and he challenged Miro to a TNT championship match and decided to put up his new car that he got via his new contract with AEW. What did you think, Cash?
Fuego del Sol doesn't belong on my television, and he shouldn't have a contract. He shouldn't be able to afford that car, and he's a moron for putting his car up on the line against someone who whooped his ass.
Agreed.
Miro's God's favorite champion, rightfully so, but this is atrocious. This feels like Fuego's Cody's friend or something, and that's why he's got this spot.
He actually is Cody's friend.
I was just guessing. Oh
my God, this is gross.
Yeah, he stinks. Get him off my television. He's on my Marco stunt list.
He doesn't stink. That's a little much.
Fucking El Generico's generic younger brother.
I know. As someone that loved El Generico, you should at least like Fuego del Sol.
No, because Jimmy was aware of how ridiculous he was. This is just yuck.
Jimmy.
Didn't Sammy goad him into putting that car on the line? I hate that as a general idea. I hate that as an idea. I hate that as a best friend. I hate that as him putting it on like as Miro. It shows his guts. No, it shows he's an idiot. It shows he doesn't give a fuck about his car. Fair enough.
Or his friend.
It just says that he doesn't make good life decisions. That's what it said most to me.
I think that a storyline, I'm okay with it. He should just lose everything and then get fired and come back. I have to put on some muscle along with Adam Cole.
Would you stop? Would you stop with your Adam Cole slander? I will not take this. I will not take this as much as I don't take Hook slander, which we'll get to. But next up, we had a promo segment with MJF coming out with Wardlow. He's usual MJF getting massive amounts of heat from the Jersey crowd. He disses the city they're in, of course, Jersey, saying it's the armpit of America. Then saying something controversial, which he directs at Brian Pillman Jr., saying that he's gonna talk to Brian Pillman Sr. He looks up and he says, "What am I kidding?" and then looks down, suggesting that he's in hell. He then just gets massive amounts of heat until Brian Pillman Jr.'s music hits. Wardlow goes to the entranceway to cut off Brian Pillman Jr., but he comes from behind with the steel chair. MJF cowers into the corner, but Wardlow comes in and makes the save for MJF. But Brian Pillman Jr. does not get his ass whipped by Wardlow for once, and instead he swings the steel chair and Wardlow runs off. What did you think about the promo from MJF here, Jimmy?
I'm fine with it. It does feel a little hokey. I get it's supposed to be like intentionally so. He's doing the cheap heat thing, but even this is kind of just like, you know what? I hate to use this. I love MJF. First of all, much better body. Number two, and more importantly, he's great. He's good in mics, great in the ring. However, I was getting kind of Dan Lambert vibes. Like, all right, I know, I get this. I get your gimmick, but you got to change it up for me. You got to do something. All right, fine. So I can take it or leave it. I'm here for it.
To go along with MJF's promo, we also got a sit-down interview with JR with Brian Pillman Jr. saying that he's promised to give MJF the ass kicking he and his silver spoon deserve, kind of talking about how they have different upbringings. What did you think about those two promos together, Cash? Brian Pillman's and then before that, MJF.
MJF is gold. That's all that needs to be said. Brian Pillman, I didn't mind him. Like I can say I actually liked him. I just hate the fact that it's MJF versus Brian Pillman Jr. Like I get that you're pushing him and you're trying to make him like his dad, but this is just such a step down for MJF. And it's I don't know. Like I don't know who you put in that role. I'm not prepared to answer that question. But MJF is like a guy that's up here, and Brian Pillman still wrestles on YouTube. Like it's an odd fit to me.
Wouldn't you have switched the promos? I just feel like this.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. That would be my only criticism. I actually love this as a follow-up feud for MJF. It's a great way for him to get his heat back because he's going against a sympathetic babyface who was in his hometown last week, got a good reaction this week, and it shows that MJF is at a certain star level. You know what level he's at because he's actually bringing Brian Pillman up. This is a great way to show that MJF has the ability to kind of bring people onto his level, or at least close to his level. I won't say Brian Pillman Jr. is on his level yet, but this is showing what type of star MJF is because it's making Brian Pillman get over with the crowd. So that's why I like it. We got a couple of comments here. We got Beat Boop saying Fiego is Lucha Spike Dudley. We got Ninja Mortis saying it's to get Sammy into the match right. May it was fine. We also got the hookers. The hookers are out in the chat today. We got Real Take Sports saying hookers for life. We got Bill's Mafia SDF saying hook for life, but he also says that Pillman is the worst babyface. We also got Ninja Mortis saying hook squads. Yes, it's all here. It's all here. They're all here. We got a good brother. Huh? Yeah, that's Tay Conti. She's a hook fan. She's a hooker.
I can't believe I made one flippant comment and you guys got it over.
Very carny piece of shitish.
Hey, I that's what I'm good at getting things over, and the fans, they love the hookers. They love being hookers for Hook. My biggest problem with this show needs more Hook. Great comment here by Real Take Sports. I totally agree with that. Next up, we had our next match, Dante Martin and Matt Sydal versus FTR. It felt like poor Darius was getting replaced by Matt Sydal, or Mike Sydal was getting replaced by Dante Martin. Either or, I think it's I queued that up for you. I would say Matt Sydal got the upgrade here if we're talking about either or. This was a very good match and another great showcase for Dante Martin. My God, I have never seen another wrestler with the hops of Dante Martin. This doesn't even look real. This looks like it's photoshopped. Like the heights that he gets on his aerial assaults are just amazing. But in the end, FTR was just way too good, kicking out at the same time after when it looked like Dante and Matt Sydal were going to get the win here, but they worked well together. They got Matt Sydal out of the way and they hit the Shatter Machine, now known as the Big Rig, for the victory here in about 9 minutes. I thought that this was, like I said, a very good tag team match. FTR getting a necessary win for them. So what did you think, Cash?
I mean, it's the Rolls Royce of tag team professional wrestling, the greatest tag team of all time. So obviously, FTR are amazing anytime they step in a ring, anything they do. In terms of the not Christian pairing of a tag team, the better versions, the better halves of their tag teams, I was like thrown off, just a random pairing, because I didn't see any storyline for why they were teaming up or how they got put together or whatever, but it fit. You know, these two high flyers, this is Dante Martin back then, this is Dante Martin now. It worked. It was fun. I can watch Dante every week. I can watch FTR every week. I can take Matt Sydal sparingly. Yeah, I was here for it.
What did you think, Jimmy?
You mentioned the double pin. I want to thank Tony Khan, at least at the moment, for watching the recap, because my man Rick Knox counted the appropriate pinfall. He didn't even look at the other guy. He said, "This is the pinfall that counts." because I always defend Rick Knox, and for the last 2 weeks they've left Rick Knox alone, and it's appreciated.
They clearly watch.
I did enjoy the match, however, though Dante Martin. FTR are always fantastic foils when they have kind of high-flying guys in the ring together.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with Darius. I don't know. You guys have to tell me if he's hurt or not. But I feel bad enough to where I want him to turn heel or something because this is outrageous. And it's not his fault. Some of these things just are what they are. Dante Martin, how's he, 19, 20?
Yeah, I think he's about 20.
Something preposterous. It's uncomfortable. He's got a great future ahead of him. Assuming he doesn't break his neck.
Absolutely. EBB saying, I think MJF is at a point where he's a made star in the company, so they use him as the base for storylines. As long as they're entertaining, I don't mind while he waits for the title scene to clear up. Totally agree with that one. We also got Fifth Generation Carney bringing up the past between Brian Pillman Jr. and MJF, that they worked together in MLW.
Nobody cares.
Jesus.
Sheesh. Romeo in the background saying, hoping to see Dante's Hops in person Wednesday. I totally agree with you there. Bills Mafia STF saying, hope Top Flight gets a big tag push when Darius gets back. See, we got people rooting for Darius. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that worked too.
There we go.
Fans. Okay.
Frantic World on the other side saying, I could see Dante Martin becoming the TNT champion in the future. Yes, I mean, Dante is taking the role, and he's looking like the bigger star for sure.
He's rather explosive.
Next up, we had the Suzuki incident was addressed on AEW after one fan was very upset about Suzuki's entrance being cut off and saying that AEW needs to address this in public. They need to be held accountable for what they did to Suzuki. It became a meme on social media with them rewording the statements from Stephanie McMahon following 9/11, where she compared 9/11 to her dad being prosecuted, saying that we cut off the music and it was so horrible. It was like 9/11 and stuff. Yeah, we had the Young Bucks change their Twitter bio and said that they cut the music for Suzuki Gun, trying to get all that heat up. But on the show, they addressed it with Lance Archer and Minoru Suzuki. They spoke saying that Moxley chose to wrestle Suzuki in his hometown, where he had the advantage of the crowd and referee. Next week, that won't be the case as Suzuki-gun reunites to face Moxley and Kingston in Arthur Ashe Stadium, and that has been set to confirm for AEW Rampage Grand Slam, and it's going to probably be the main event, as it will be a lights out match. No disqualification, no count out, anything goes, and this is going to be a fight, and it should be very, very violent indeed. Eddie Kingston in his hometown of New York City, so it's going to be a good one. What did you guys think about Suzuki and Archer's promo here, Cash?
I don't watch Japan, so I don't care about Suzuki Gun or as a tag team or his music, quite frankly. However, I am here for Suzuki. Crazy looking old man. I have jumped off the board of Lance Archer forever ago. Moxley, awesome. Kingston, amazing. In New York, amazing. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna be too tired for this as a main event of Rampage, man.
I'm just gonna mention that you kind of contradicted yourself because you said you didn't care for Suzuki, but you're here for Suzuki.
No. I said I didn't care about them as a tag team in Japan.
No, you literally said Suzuki. You may have meant that, but I'm just restating what you stated.
Whatever.
Suzuki Gun.
Yeah,
Suzuki. That's how they call it. What do they call it?
Suzuki-gun.
Whatever. Them as a tag team. Is what I said. I don't care. I don't care about them as a tag team in Japan. I don't care about his music, because I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know what the big deal is. And Archer stinks, so I don't care.
Jesus, Archer doesn't stink. We popped when he won the belt.
We did, because we thought we were going to do something with him, and we were wrong.
We were.
Jimmy, what was your thoughts on this promo?
When Tony Khan apologizes, he really goes all out, first of all. Jesus fucking Christ. We got a segment. We got a fucking ending the show. All right, we got it. And more importantly, we removed Eddie Kingston from the Miro thing he was doing so we could have this fucking tag team match, at least for a week or however many weeks things gonna last. It was fine. I guess I'm here for it, but if it affects Miro and Kingston, I'm gonna have a real problem.
We got Beat Boop saying that is the couch of saltiness over there. Yes, I totally agree with this comment.
Accuracy, sir.
Malachi Black came out and
you thought that was salty, goddammit. Oh shit.
Great entrance as per usual. He told the House of Black fans that an enemy is walking among them, and it was none other than Rosario Dawson in the front row with a Nightmare Family sweatsuit. She said that she looks like she's there to support Cody since they're hosts on the Go Big Show. As they came face to face, Cody Rhodes comes from the concession stand, it looked like, or he was using the bathroom, and returned by walking down the steps. Dawson jumped on Black's back when he noticed Cody and then latched on until he tossed her off. And then Cody got into a brawl with Malachi Black going through the fans. What did you think about this segment here and the return of Cody? Jimmy, go ahead.
Oh, boo. I can't believe how much I've loved Cody Rhodes before AEW started to where I'm at now. When I saw him coming through the crowd, great camera work, by the way, Kevin Dunn, I always show you. I was so distraught. I was already bothered by the fucking Rosario Dawson jumping on his back. Though I love Rosario Dawson. She can do whatever she wants to me or otherwise. But then here comes Cody, and then they fight through the crowd. He hits him with this drink like 3 times. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Malachi, first of all, let me unsalt here. That entrance, Malachi Black's entrance is one of my favorite things maybe ever. The fucking lights go off, he appears in different places, but it's not magic, it's just moving, but it looks cool, and he's got the horns, and he's got the song that's screaming in the fucking background, and then it's just everything after that has been fucking a mess. You guys have to let me know, is he only here part-time? This feels like once this feud is over, he's done, because this whole feud has been a mess, and I feel like he's worse off than when he got here.
Wow.
I'm not even seeing him, like, Cody's got to win, right? So I have no interest in any of this.
My heart says Malachi Black, but my head says Cody's gonna win because that's what Cody does. Cash, you look very upset.
Let's start with positives. His entrance is amazing indeed. Yes.
Rosario Dawson delicious.
Rosario Dawson, chef's kiss in all the inappropriate places.
Jesus.
The Harry Potter robe is weird, and that's the best negative thing about all of this. First off, we're fighting through the crowd, and that's not the only time we're going to do that tonight. We're with 3 beverages. I only noticed 1 because I was too disgusted to notice the other 2. But he got hit with 3 beverages. Cody Rhodes is a superhero, apparently. And this is my least favorite Tommy End of all time because this guy fucking stinks. He stinks. I said it. He stinks. He's a cool entrance. I like him in the ring. But whatever this is in all not elites version of Tommy End, he's awful. This Malachi Black belongs on YouTube.
Stop it! Don't do that, Skip Bayless.
I know. He's just doing his LeBron. He skipped with LeBron. He's gonna go over the top.
He's a great talent. He just can't put it together right now, or they can't put it together around him right now. I don't know what the story is, but it's not a playoff team.
What if he had smashed all these fucking Nightmare Family bums as he should have, and then all of a sudden we think he's done, and Cody decides to come back because he beat my family. But no, he's had light taps to all these idiots, and then he gives the guy he murdered, here he comes. This stinks.
Struggles against Lee Johnson, takes 11 minutes for Dustin Rhodes.
Takes more than 12 seconds against Rosario Dawson.
Hey, Rosario Dawson is tough. Just ask Jesus Shuttlesworth. Allah did a lot to him.
Can we also mention he left sports entertainment and he's doing sports entertainment? Why is Rosario Dawson jumping on his back?
I don't mind that part.
I don't mind that part. I don't mind that part at all.
No, I mind that part.
This little bitch all the way.
Fan, this female celebrity. No, go away.
Right? Right? Cardi, let him know. It's over. That's why he didn't play his music, because he didn't want the silence. Absolutely.
Adrenaline in the song. Cody.
If New
Rhodes.
York does not do the right thing on Wednesday,
You're gonna be so disgusted. You're gonna be so disgusted. EBB with a super chat donation saying, so in kayfabe, Malachi was walking around in the back and saw Rosario on a TV with the jacket and was like, this motherfucker, I need to address this. Great comment. Great super chat right there.
absolutely.
Definitely worth 5 pounds.
Yes. I thought that this was a fun segment. Other than Cody, yeah, I do agree with you guys there. Cody is just not someone I can cheer for. I think if the roles were reversed here, I would enjoy it a little bit more with Malachi Black being the babyface, and then him taking as long to beat like Lee Johnson and Dustin Rhodes would make a little bit of sense because he's a babyface fighting from underneath and fighting through a stable. So I can see that there, but I totally disagree. I think Malachi Black is fine, and the reaction that he gets for his entrance and during his matches say he is fine. He's just fine. As well.
He came in on fire. He's fine. That's a downgrade.
He stinks.
Hey, he's very good. He's very good. I am not Skip Bayless. I'm not going to deny LeBron James's talents, but a video package aired to hype the Bunny versus Anna Jay, which went down on Rampage. That led to Anna Jay being interviewed about her Rampage debut, and Dark Order was with her. Evil Uno cut her off to say that they'd back her. Wow. Pun intended there. Alex Reynolds interrupted, making his return, and it led to more arguing with the Dark Order. Anna Jay said she doesn't want them out there, not even John Silver, and Tay Conti has her back, though. So what did you think about this short little promo here with Anna Jay and the Dark Order?
I fucking like this. Jesus. It is what it is. I'm mostly waiting for Hangman to come back. Yeah, pretty much that. Bill Mafia. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, this is like the third segment in a row. I'm giving Tony Khan credit. Bunny's character work with everything she does is so fantastic. Not nearly as hot when you do it. I thoroughly enjoy that she continues to be rewarded with high-profile situations, as she should be. She is splendid. She deserves it, and I would give her. She's like my 5th in the power rankings of AEW women. Go Baker being 1, you can figure out the rest if you want. Obviously.
How about you, Cash?
Yeah, I go into a trance anytime any of these 4 ladies are on television, and I'm getting all 4 right now. So I don't know what happened. I know it was amazing. I know I thought about it a lot. I am a creep for these 4. Absolutely, this is the core 4 for me. I love them. God. Tay Conti's facial expressions, Anna Jay's like commanding of like I guess leadership, respect, demanding, whatever. With Dark Order, the Bunny, amazing. Penelope Ford, we're doing something productive with her. This is wins all around. Like I just want to keep this going. Actually, maybe just add a 3rd person on each side or something. But however you want to twist it up, but just keep this going. Like just put these 4 on my television forever, ideally.
We got Romeo saying Cody let Dustin get his ass beat, but if there's a black woman in trouble, Cody is there for the same. Great comment.
Oh my God, is Rosario Dawson surrogate Red Velvet?
Great comment. Is surrogate Red Velvet, surrogate Brandy, like any of the above. Any of the above.
He cannot vanish.
He's the savior of racism. We've established this on this show.
You see her promo next week. It could have been my daughter.
She's biracial as well. Dan Lambert was in the ring with the Men of the Year and members of American Top Team, including Paige Van Zandt this week. He cut a promo where he made jokes about small men and overweight women, saying that you're a star in AEW when men's extra small is sold out and women's extra large. He made jokes about modern day wrestling. Chris Jericho and Jake Hager came out to interrupt him. The crowd was singing Judas, and Lambert shouted at them to turn off Judas, saying they don't even know the words, which the crowd responded by singing the full verse of Judas. Jericho called Lambert a fat-faced dipshit and says that they're going to make a song called Fat-Faced Dipshit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the fans cheered that as well. He made casual homophobia jokes that didn't get over too well about who's on top with American Top Team. Fight nearly broke out, but Lambert said the fight couldn't happen in New Jersey. It had to happen in a real city in New York. So it's going to be Men of the Year versus Jericho and Hager on Rampage Grand Slam next Friday. What did you think about this promo here, Cash?
I understand not wanting to spend more time than you expected to in New Jersey, and you want to go to New York, so I get that. It's like I don't know.
This is your guy.
This is my guy.
That's my guy. Absolutely.
That's most definitely my guy as well. Yeah, I don't like. It was okay. I didn't really care. You know what I mean? Like I understand you had the promo to get to the match. And if Jake Hager is not turning on Jericho and joining American Top Team and Dan Lambert and being a third Man of the Year or something, then I don't care. Like I don't, because I know Men of the Year are not going to win this match unless Jake Hager turns on Jericho. So I'm preemptively disgruntled.
We had Lambert come out having a week in a row to complain about 30-year-olds, and here comes 50-year-old Chris Jericho, and then he goes on to prove he's 50 because he goes immediately homophobic. Which I'm here for, by the way. Jesus fucking Christ, Chris. So to be fair, for Chris Jericho, that's light.
Yeah, it is. Light. It was casual light homophobia. To be
I'm sure the Twitter response to mine, but anyway.
Twitter was too busy this week.
That's hilarious.
They had bigger fish to fry this week.
It was a perfect week for Jericho to say that.
Yeah, poor Rick. More importantly, poor Chavo.
Poor Car Shield.
However, I didn't recognize Paige Van Zandt, by the way. Jesus, she's always been fine.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I to me, this was actually the most I've liked Jake Hager in a while. I know it seems kind of random, but him standing there in silence, looking menacing, is always been my favorite Jake Hager. The big hurt Jake Hager is Jake Hager, and I hope it keeps up, frankly.
I agree with that. There, we had a gun club vignette aired about attacking Paul White. Billy said that they've been overlooked, and that's the reason why they did the turn. Since wins and losses supposedly matter in AEW, it makes no sense why they're held back, as every iteration of their stable is undefeated in six-man tags and in tag team action, and they're going to take respect. Moving on, Jay Cargill versus. Go ahead.
I didn't hate this.
I didn't hate it either, but the fact that the gun club is getting a push, but it was well done. I will say I agree with you. It was well done.
Very well done, but also speaks to an issue. They're undefeated in these YouTube matches, so we want to push them because they're undefeated, but we haven't because they're just YouTube matches against bums and nobodies. So why are we not keeping that same energy when we're fluffing our stats on YouTube to get title shots here, there, and whatever title when they're beating the same bums that the Gun Club have been beating?
Tony Khan, and Go Big, I don't think we care about the ranking system.
Well, to be fair, I noticed with most of the people that do get title shots, they at least beat someone before they rack up their stats, but they at least beat somebody before they get a title shot. The Gun Club has literally versed nobody. They have versed the Factory. The Factory are the highest ranking people that they have victories over, and that just says it all.
It feels like the NCAA football ranking system, quite frankly. You got to beat somebody, and then you can't lose.
Exactly. There you go. That's pretty much the AEW rankings. Jake Cargill, who's undefeated in the rankings at number 3 ranked, versus legit Layla Hirsch in her adopted hometown of New Jersey. This started off a little bit clunky, but Jake Cargill, as always, exudes star power and charisma. Legit Layla Hirsch does so well against these larger athletes. I thought that this turned into a a fine matchup, nothing spectacular, nothing very good or anything like that. But once again, Jade Cargill got put over, hitting the Jaded for the victory here. What did you think about this one, Jimmy?
It was fine. I heard that Layla had a great match with who's a ridiculously tall
Camille.
I should watch that when I think about it.
You should. It's really good. Really good.
I'd take your word for it. Jade obviously has more work to do in the ring. I thought the match was fine for what it was, reminding us that Jade is here and she's gigantic and she's in great shape and she was born a woman, according to her Twitter account, which I still do believe. I'm not because guys got to do. She was. I don't get why men are creepy.
I don't get it either.
Right? She has muscles. Ew. What are we, 12? You fucking loser. No offense to heels out there. However, I could do about Layla Hirsch altogether. I'm sorry. She's very talented, I'm sure. I'm sorry. Let's move on.
Yes. We got great comment.
Toy collecting, blogging, Ethan Page. That's hilarious.
And Booze in the Deuce says that's Storm. We
can't act.
We got Cash. What did you think about the match?
Yeah, I completely disagree. I'm here for legit Layla Hirsch, and obviously I'm here for Jade because duh. I will say though,
no, they're not. Sorry, fucking Cole is not taller than most of the roster. Billy Gunn's 6'6". Colt looks like he's about the same height.
Austin Gunn is definitely not.
Like 5'10", maybe.
Yes.
But yeah, I get the David versus Goliath or female equivalent that they were trying to go for here. But it felt like a little bit too much for this match. Like it didn't feel like it gelled well. Like I think there was too much of a height disparity here. But whatever. I expect great things from both of them.
Absolutely.
So
Layla Hirsch, she read the Ross, I see. Move aside, go bigger. Here comes Layla.
But to be fair, you can only go up. She's here, so she can only go up.
Jesus. Ninja Mortis saying Layla did her best with Jade and it was okay. Layla was a smart pick. If she can't make you look good, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. Get rid of her.
Frantic World says, I like the Jade Cargill Layla Hirsch match. It was good. So varying opinions. Yeah, I said it was fine. Yeah, it was fine. Both ladies looked good in the end. Andrade cut a promo in the back where he said that he never gave the order for Chavo to get involved in his match against Pac on Rampage. He says he can beat anyone, including Pac, whenever he wants, and he called himself the Kingpin. So it looks like the feud between Pac and Andrade is not officially over yet. Maybe. I don't mind that because they had a really great match. What did you think about this short little vignette here?
I thought it was really good. I like Andrade. I hope we didn't bring up Chavo for Ric Flair because
yikes.
I actually have to give some credit to my colleague here because at the pay-per-view of the Roundtable, after the Chavo promo that they had about the tickets and fucking up airlines, I said you're reading too much into this. I got some agreement from the rest of the panel, and he was right. Chavo's out. And here we are. So congratulations. You wrong with the Hirsch was right on this. However, and more importantly, I really hope that we go somewhere with this Chavo thing. Like Chavo needs to bring in a guy or something to make this right because he was fantastic what little we gave him, quite frankly. I need more Chavo in my life.
Well, this is because Chavo is the coordinator, the wrestling coordinator for Young Rock on NBC. So this was a part of his deal that he was going to be kind of written off by All Out, but I think they're still working with each other.
It's a nice check. I can't knock it, I guess. NBC money, take it, I guess.
Absolutely.
Extend that brand. Yeah, I like the promo. I like the nickname, the Kingpin. If I recall, wasn't he the face of the Luchas or face of the Latinos or face of
Latinos? Face of
Latinos. So that was his nickname, but now he's the Kingpin. So already similar to what's his name, Black something. WWE guy comes in, all the potential in the world. He was held back in WWE. He could have been so much more when he came in. And it's already not really worked, and now we have to rebrand him.
Or like Miro, The exact opposite.
Literally, I'm just gonna let you know. Literally, you're the only people that nitpick Malachi Black. I'm just telling you.
Well, then, I always say wrestling fans are awful. No offense to all
that's
you.
true.
Idiots.
I mean,
no offense to all of you. And you're wrong. No offense.
No offense on that one. Because they are wrong.
Why are we having 10-minute matches with Dustin Rhodes? Which one of you think this is a good idea? Please.
it was a good match. If it's a good match, fans will accept it. Fans will accept it if it's a good match. That's how it works.
It doesn't fit his character or the narrative of the story. We all pop for it's story time with Adam Cole. If it's a story that we care for, shouldn't the story matter and be good and make sense?
It does make sense. Dustin is the older brother. Dustin is the older brother. He's better than
Lee Johnson.
12 minutes against a raging murderous psychopath.
Big Shotty. He even said in his promo before Big Shotty, he's like, I'm not gonna finish you as fast as I did everybody else. He was like, I'm gonna torture you. But
he didn't though.
He didn't.
He just got drop kicked and punched and shit.
He got frustrated. This is the worst time he had.
I don't know about that. I ain't seen.
Nah, Aleister Black is much worse. Especially Aleister Black in a janitor closet is horrible. Yes, he sat in a goddamn janitor's outfit for janitor's closet for 3 months. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, next.
Hold on. He was issuing an open challenge. Nobody was brave enough to accept.
Why is he in the closet?
But he's sitting in a fucking closet. Get the. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna even acknowledge this with an argument. Taz was next, and he came out with the president of Hook Gang, the president of Hook Squad, Hookers Unite, Hook. To shout at CM Punk. CM Punk said Troll came from under the Troll Bridge. Taz was mad at Punk for trying to take his job. Punk got up and they traded barbs. Punk got in Hook's face until Powerhouse Hobbs attacked him from behind. Hook hooked in the Dragon Sleeper. Oh my God. See, the worst thing that CM Punk said was send Hook. Send Hook. That's what happens when you send Hook. Jake just couldn't. Sorry, Hook. Sorry. Look at him. Look at him, Punk. Look at Punk. Look at Punk all upset. He's tapping out. Look at that. Look at the hand. Hand getting ready to tap out to Hook. Powerhouse Hobbs then gave Punk a choke slam through the announce table. Well, not really through the announce table, as Punk took all of that table and it didn't even break. It just fell on the side. But this was a great segment, in my opinion, to build up Hobbs versus Punk on AEW Rampage Grand Slam. And look at Hook. Look at Hook smile. Look at Hook looking like a star. What did you guys think about this segment here? Cash?
I'm not a hooker. However, I am a
hobbit.
A hobbit. I'm a hobbit.
You're a hobbit.
I'm a big time hobbit. Particularly a hobbit in overalls. Will Hobbs is fantastic. He should be on my TV every week as well. CM Punk, obviously, that's needless to say. But that announce table spot was maybe one of my favorite parts of the night, because it would not break and he just ate all of it and he looked like he was actually in pain. His 40-something-year-old body just not going through a table that wouldn't break.
It does feel like ow.
Yeah, so it's like it. However, it was unstated. I like Taz coming out and going, "You trying to steal my job now? You trying to take my announcing gig now too? Trying to take money out of my pocket?" So I was here for that also.
What did you think, Jimmy?
I loved it. I loved Punk. Taz, much like Kingston, feels different to me. Like, it's just a different vibe. He's so into his character, and he's so New York. Hobbs and Hook is the perfect visual. I can't exactly explain why. Hobbs in overalls, that fucking face he makes as Hook stands there looking like the biggest douche on the planet. It's just the greatest visual ever. And then he got a promo on Rampage. Hobbs and Hook, I'm here for it together.
H-Gang.
Yo, they have created their own separate I'm ready for them to be a tag team. Like, that's the tag team for Team Taz. Like, Ricky can be a single star, but these two are the perfect tag team. I just love them together. We got a couple of comments here. I'm sorry, you my boy Blue. Yeah, he says my daughter is 4. She told me to tell you no more bad words. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. We got Fat Laces Picola saying Jimmy is no Dan Lambert. LOL. Ninja Mortis saying hooked in. Yes, hooked in. Absolutely. And yes, Ninja Mortis, we came up with hookers and the hobbits. Hookers and the hobbits. Absolutely. That's the new thing. Producer, if you will, we did 72% on True Hill Heat 142 said that they are hookers. Put in the chat, are you a hobbit or nah? Are you a hobbit or nah?
32%.
We want to know. We want to see. We want to see if we want to see. We want to see if the hobbits get more of a percentage than the hookers. We got fat Laces Picola saying the disrespect by just sitting Indian style. Yes, disrespecting CM Punk with sitting in his style on the ramp. That was great. EBB saying Hobbs' improvement in just 1 year has been great. His presence as a heel just gets bigger and bigger. He has a great future. I totally agree with you there. Fifth Generation Carney saying this was definitely the best segment in the show. It was close. It was close for me. I will get to what was my favorite segment on the show. And Fat Laces Picola saying about time they put over Team Taz. And you, my boy Blue, says it's all good. You were going in about Alistair's broom closet. Yes. It annoyed me. That was awful.
I don't know why it's funny to me. It just
unrightfully so.
I never see it. I just look at this guy in the closet with his legs crossed.
Exactly. Oh, no one wants to challenge him. But you're still sitting there. If no one's gonna challenge you, why don't you go out the goddamn closet and go fight somebody, you idiot?
He can't be bothered because he gets paid for showing up.
Oh my god! Will you stop? You sound almost as ridiculous as his promos in the broom closet.
Thank you, Cesaro, for answering that challenge that one time.
Yeah, that one time that nobody remembers now. Sean Spears cut a generic promo in the back and said he gave Darby Allin his first loss in AEW. I do love how they embrace history. They embrace history here with him getting that first win over Darby Allin in AEW. And then we had Darby versus Sean Spears here. I thought that these guys actually meshed pretty well with each other. Oh my God, the suicide dive by Darby Allin. I don't think anyone in the business today has a better suicide dive than Darby Allin. He just goes like a shotgun and is so violent. And Sean Spears sitting on the ring steps while he did it was just an awesome visual. And then he hits the coffin drop to get the victory in about just over 8 minutes. Very cool looking finish. And Spears on offense. He even tried to wipe off the face paint of Darby Allin at one point here, which was a prelude to what would happen after the match. As FTR got in the ring, they faced off with Sting and Darby. This led to a fight. Tully got a chair and hit Sting from behind, but Sting no-sold it. As he backed Tully into the corner, FTR jumped him, and they gave Sting, with a surgically repaired neck, a spiked power driver. I was just like, ow. And they hold them in place for Tully to wipe off Sting's paint. Back to back, great segments, great angles to build up to Dynamite and Rampage Grand Slam. I thought the post match here was really good. I thought the match with Darby and Sean Spears was good. What did you think about this one, Jimmy?
I fucking loved every second of it, from fucking Darby's entrance through the finish. They should have closed the show. I get why it didn't. We're in apology mode. Fair enough. But they should have closed the show. It was so... First of all, Spears' match was fantastic. I thought Spears and Darby meshed really well together. That fucking suicide spot off the steps. That visual was... I've never seen that. And I can't tell you why it did as much as it did for me. The wiping of the face paint, then the attack by FTR, who looked like superstars for the first time in a long while. Fucking Sting up. I'm not sure why that's impressive. He's a 60-year-old man, but it did feel impressive, did it not? Like Sting came up like that against these two goddamn animals. However, I do have a real problem with not closing the show. I'm trying to keep it together, but it was such a great. Like Sting doesn't get physical, at least attacked. And to get fucked up and then have his face, lucha ass is like off your fucking face.
It felt so disrespectful.
Right? It felt like, oh my God, these two need to be assassinated. Oh my God, I was here for that. I'm ready for that match, actually. You know, I got a bad feeling about it.
What did you think, Cash?
FTR, greatest tag team of all time, looked like they finally recovered from where they were
Nick Jackson joined FTR?
right before.
Yeah, exactly. Like Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson don't exist. They passed away.
When you have Nick Jackson, but you're saddled with Matt Jackson.
Hey, Matt Jackson been a part of the best tag team matches in AEW history. FTR has one of them, and it was with them.
Because Nick Jackson's in it.
Nick Jackson.
I'm talking about tag team. It's two people, right? So when the sum of your parts are here, but FTR are still there, it's not close.
To be fair, FTR only had good matches in developmental before they came to AEW. But continue.
Okay. No, didn't they have a good one with the Usos on the main roster?
Not that I remember.
Oh, hey, I'm not biased in filling out 800 people arenas. Okay, I watch grand televised matches. Anyway, greatest tag team of all time, as I said. They looked like they finally recovered from their spot where they were before they had the Young Bucks match and then fell off the face of the planet afterwards.
Don't blame Nick Jackson.
I'm not. I'm blaming Matt Jackson for that. Matt Jackson's probably the one that booked it and then took the belts and sent them home. But the wiping of the face paint, fantastic. Darby's really good at giving us something I haven't seen before, right? Like even his suicide dives, and he just innovates them different ways. Like, he's a psychopath, and I'm gonna miss him. To the reemergence of the Canadian god Sean Spears, here for that. Yes. I was here for all of this, except also it not closing, regardless of why.
Great comments by everybody on this segment and match. We got Ninja Mortis saying Darby's Dark Side of the Ring in 15 years going to be lit. He said he gotta do some wild shit like break some bones on these dives. EBB saying Sting taking a power driver in 2021 is crazy. FTR must be loving everything about this. We got Fat Laces Picola saying 62-year-old Sting taking Spike Power Driver. I'm over here cramping when I walk to the fridge. That's a great comment. We got a question here from Devon saying, what do you gentlemen think could make Spears top tier in AEW? I think the best person to ask that is Cash.
Rewinding 2 years and getting it right back then. There's no chance anymore because now they have significantly and unarguable better people in the company now. Yeah. If this was AEW's first year where you just had a bunch of people that 45 people knew each, you could have done something with them. If you didn't do the whole, and I hate to harp on it, if you didn't do the whole Cody thing the way you did it, you could have made something with them. But that ship has sailed. As much of a fan of Sean Spears as I am, it's over.
Bill's Mafia with the Matt facts. Romeo?
Can I answer that question too?
Yeah.
If the entire AEW roster tragically passed away in a plane crash.
You know what's hilarious? Hilarious? I was thinking the same thing. Like if Punk got Brian and them all on a plane and then Ric Flair pulled his dick out and then the plane crashed.
Oh my God. What? What the hell?
I love you, but it's...
Bill's Mafia with the Matt fact saying Matt Jackson is no slouch, and he also says Matt's singles matches are arguably better than Nick's. If it wasn't for Nick's match with Ray Phoenix, I would agree with that. But
to be fair, I'm arguably better than Michael Jordan. I mean, I guess I could argue it. That'll make it an argument. Come on, look at it.
Can we check the substance abuse of Bill's Mafia? What?
Fat Lisa's Picola saying Usos versus the Revival, man, 1-star match. Ninja.
No, neither one of those two tag teams I think have ever had a 1-star match.
They had 3-star matches. I guess that's memorable to you. Ninja Mortis saying I can't get down with male pattern Jackson. It's Matt Jackson all day long. Beat Boop saying we need a Nick merch freak run, please. The people want the Nick Jackson singles run. Some people do.
The common sense does.
Yes.
Frantic World saying the Young Bucks are the best tag team. Totally agree with that. And
Jackson, go second.
And Ninja Mortis saying they knew at first that's why the search for Spears happened. Then for came in. I think he's saying Tully came in, and it was no more tag team. Yeah.
What happened to that? They just dropped like 3-4 different storylines with Shawn Spears. Also, like they ruined him.
To be fair, that is true.
Another WWE guy that came in and they just couldn't figure it out.
Isn't Miro fantastic right now?
Exactly.
The video game player at first and a best man at first.
And Malachi Black is doing well as well.
No, they resetted him. They didn't build him up.
They didn't reset him. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not true.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Skip.
That's inaccurate. Don't do that.
Don't do that, Skip.
He did best man. It was very gradual.
Yeah.
Gimmicks crossing over.
Yeah, got frustrated with Kip Sabian.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous. Tony Schiavone brought out Bryan Danielson for an interview since he was addressing Kenny Omega tonight. Before Danielson could even get going, it's Don Callis time, flanked by Kenny Omega. Callis ran down Danielson and said the company was built on the back of Kenny Omega before Danielson came in and called him a mark. The Elite runs the place, and Danielson doesn't dictate title shots. Danielson told him to shut up because he wanted to talk to Kenny, and he called him a carny piece of shit. And he says that Kenny, he came here because it's not about the title right now. It's just about the better wrestler. He said that all he's seen from Kenny is a guy who lets this piece of shit talk for him. He doesn't think Kenny lost his confidence, just his balls. And Kenny ultimately accepted Bryan's challenge to a non-title match, which Don Callis was not happy with. And the crowd was ecstatic for this, chanting AEW at the end. And of course, it was confirmed later on in the night that this will happen at AEW Dynamite Grand Slam in front of the largest attended audience in AEW history this coming Wednesday, a dream match. I thought that this was the segment of the night. Just fantastic work from Don Callis, fantastic work from Danielson. Kenny Omega looking like a star, just standing there and not saying much, just saying that he accepted the challenge. This was just great. What did you think, Jimmy?
I thoroughly enjoyed this segment. I don't know if the segment tonight. Hard to beat Stink Face Man. Don Callis is fantastic in everything he does. Plus his shoes are preposterous. So that's an immediate win for me. Danielson, to me, more so than anybody else, Punk is kind of a completely different vibe. But Danielson feels like a superstar that has come in. I am, in fact, the best motherfucker here. It is what it is. It's not arrogant. It just is. And I want Omega. And I think Omega plays off that really good. He called him arrogant or something. Gotta be honest, this segment saved the New York trip for me because I have a ticket but was not going to go because I have no interest in seeing Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black. Sell that ticket. Get whatever you can for it. And if you can't sell it, I will eat the money. Fuck it. I'm not going. I refuse. But I can't miss the Dragon versus Omega. I cannot miss it. So I will be there for that. Here for it.
What did you think, Cash?
As concerning as that revelation was. Yeah, no, this was great. Like, it's American Dragon, it's Kenny Omega, 7-star maker. I was here for it. And Don Callis, like, this is great. Let them talk against each other all the time. That's awesome.
Great stuff all around. We had 2 separate vignettes before we got to the main event and the rundown for Dynamite and Rampage Grand Slam. Miro spoke saying that everyone he's beaten has been redeemed and been smart enough not to come back for more. Fuego del Sol is making a mistake and he will take Fiego's car and whatever else to put him in his place. Matt Hardy said that Orange had his own vignette and he said that Orange Cassidy broke his nose and made a mockery of wrestling. So Matt will take everything from him that's cool, including shaving his head. What did you guys quick thoughts on these 2 vignettes here? Cash?
I enjoy seeing Miro, but much like MJF, he deserves better than his current lot on television because Fuego doesn't belong on it. Matt Hardy also doesn't belong on it. He stinks. He's on my Marco Stunt list. He should be fired immediately. I don't care about Matt Hardy. I somehow care less about Matt Hardy versus Orange Cassidy in a hair versus hair match than I care about Matt Hardy in the first place. I just to all who why what's the purpose? What's the goal here? Who is this amusing? Who's a fan of this?
You guys tell me, because apparently the wrestling fans don't agree with me. What's going on? Are they enjoying this?
What wrestling?
This is one where y'all have valid criticism of. Very rare. This is very rare. Very rare thing.
And I'm going to defer in a second, but can we just talk about Matt Hardy saying Orange Cassidy is ruining wrestling? Because you had a wonderful reference about that.
This nigga teleported a year and a half ago. How dare you say anybody's ruining wrestling? What? How fucking dare you? I'm sorry, they care about history? Clearly not when it comes to Matt Hardy. But listen, they gave it a shot. You gave it a shot because all these idiots on the internet, by the way, who you fucking swear by, all these idiots were saying they ruined Matt Hardy over there, and the delete thing is fantastic, even though he stole Death Note. I didn't forget. I watched Death Note, and all that shit. And then all of a sudden, he shows up and he's ridiculous. It is what it is. He stinks.
They didn't even get over with you guys that wanted it.
He's the Darius of the Hardcores.
Oh my god!
And somehow he's got this major spot for years. Come on.
For years. Finally, we had the main event 2.0 versus Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley. I didn't even know that Kingston and Moxley are 5-1 as a tag team, so very good record for them. But this was short and sweet, a fun tag team match. Kingston and Moxley got jumped from behind by 2.0 and Daniel Garcia, so the fight started off at ringside. They then went into the ring. Eddie got the hot tag and came in firing off on both members of 2.0. He hit a back fist and a DDT before tagging in Moxley, who got hyped. They got hyped with each other, smacking each other, and then they hit a lariat half Nelson suplex combo for the victory here. But that wasn't the end of the night. After the victory, the music hits. Suzuki incident was fully redeemed as Minoru Suzuki got the New Jersey crowd to sing Kaza ni Nare to a huge pop from the Jersey crowd, with the chorus being sang. Lance Archer came from behind and attacked Eddie Kingston. They fought into the crowd while Minoru Suzuki and Jon Moxley came face to face. They fought inside, trading blows, then fought to the outside. We thought we were going to get a Gotch style power driver on the timekeeper's table, but they fought into the crowd as we ended the show in chaos. What did you think about this main event matchup and the post-match with Suzuki-gun and Moxley and Kingston? Jimmy?
I'm going to blame Cody Rhodes for this. Now that I think about it, you probably couldn't do this early in the night because Cody needed his brawl to the crowd spot. So having those back-to-back is probably a problem, or at least too close to one another. So I blame Cody for that. This thing still shouldn't have tonight. However, I love 2.0. I did it. I love 2.0. They're fantastic to watch, just in general, and listen to, more importantly.
Yes.
Moxley and Kingston are fantastic. The offense is always, I don't want to say believable. Matter of fact, that chop Kingston does the corner. The mime chops you hate so much. I don't get that same energy, though. I have to say, mostly fun. So we all knew what was going to happen. The after effects, we got our Suzuki apology, which I was fine with, and I was fine with the brawl, though I could have done without Cody's earlier tonight. If we could do it here in the main event.
To be fair. Cash?
Kingston and Moxley are fantastic, and it doesn't really need much. Wait, what? No.
Where's the block button?
Bill's Mafia. Go away. That's 3 bad takes.
Would you just go with your thought? Why did you have to read the comment?
3 bad takes Bill's Mafia said. Yeah, Moxley and Kingston are fantastic. They don't really need explanation. Archer exists. Suzuki, like I said, I want to see.
I just call Archer exists. Archer exists. He was definitely there.
He was there. He shows up sometimes. I don't know why. Suzuki, like, I'm interested. I want to see a little bit more of. I don't care about his music. The Jersey crowd went wild for this song. Great. Awesome. Shouldn't close the show. I said I like him. I just don't like his music.
Slapped him to his head went sideways. Absolutely.
I don't care about his music. Yeah, but it shouldn't close the show. If anything, maybe open the show. I don't know, but it was off. It was off.
I thought it was a great way to end the show, and the Jersey crowd seems to agree there. But
losers.
But that brings us to a close on this episode of AEW Dynamite. We're going to run down, and the Hobbits have won. 91% of our poll, our in-chat poll, says that they are Hobbits. With the Hobbits and hookers are in the live chat for sure. But yes, actually, there was more votes because we have more votes overall for the True Hill Heat one.
Extrapolating.
Just saying.
More
you mean more percentage of the viewers?
Yeah.
Yes.
91% of America.
Gotta be specific. I'm sorry to say that. But
9% feels like
hookers got more. Hookers had more overall votes. Y'all wasn't the 18 to 49 demo, but hookers had more viewers overall.
You're not the president. Sorry, that's not the way this polling works.
Just say it. Just saying.
It was like a J6 incident.
So who was the MVP of this episode here, Cash?
The greatest co-MVPs of all time, FTR. They wiped off face paints.
Jimmy?
I don't hate that pick. I'd probably go with Brian, actually. I like Brian.
That is fair. I'm going with Hobbs and Hook.
I love that.
Hookers and Hobbits. They are the MVP of this episode for me. LVP, Jimmy?
I'm giving it to Dan Lambert. He escaped me last week. I'm giving it to him this week.
Cash?
The LVP of AEW for the past month and change or whatever, Malachi Black.
Oh, shit. Jesus. Look at Jim Cody. It's his fault he's in this mess.
I really want to say Cash for being the only person who liked Aleister Black in the broom closet, but I'm gonna go with this is tough. I should go with my heart here and go with Cash, but I'm gonna go with Dan Lambert. Yeah, just the Dan Lambert segment. It was just humor that didn't get over with me. It was like the lowest common denominator type of stuff that I don't really enjoy. Match of the night, I am gonna give that one to FTR and Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. That was match of the night. Cash?
I'm not.
Who are you going to go with?
Sting, Darby and Spears.
Darby and Spears for Jimmy. You're gonna go with Cash?
The Pinnacles matches tonight.
Yeah, you're so not biased. And yes, let's run down the card and get your guys' predictions. We did predictions on True Hill Heat 143. So if you want to hear my predictions for the two shows coming up, AEW Dynamite Grand Slam, AEW Rampage Grand Slam, you could check it out on True Hill Heat 143. But we need to hear from the Dynamite duo here. Cash, let's start with you, and I'll start with the big one. Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson, non-title match. Who takes the win here?
Because it's non-title, it's going to be a time limit draw.
Agreed. You sold me on the draw. I'm sold on the draw.
I said this yesterday on True Hill Heat 143. That's the best possible scenario because Bryan can't lose his first match. Omega already lost a non-title match, so the best decision is a draw. Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black. Jimmy's going with Cody. How about you, Cash?
I'm not only going Cody. I'm going Cody in a squash.
Stop. You know what?
I'm going Cody in a squash. You heard it here first.
What's the squash? How fast?
Everything Malachi Black has promised.
MJF
and murderous.
MJF versus Brian Pillman Jr. Cash.
Stop it. What's that show? Measurement line. Brian Pillman Jr. ain't got a snowball chance in hell. This is MJF all the way.
Jimmy.
Yeah, MJF relatively easily. If we get the Wardlow breakup this fucking episode, I'd be hyped.
FTR versus Sting and Darby Allin in a tag team match. Who you got, Jimmy?
Sting and Darby.
Cash?
Greatest tag team of all time is FTR.
Nick Jackson.
I didn't know the Young Bucks were in this match.
The great
Doctor,
test, not the great, the greatest.
it's the greatest tag team of all time. Like I said, if you're having great matches every single year, and one team didn't have a great match for 3 years when they were on the main roster, they're not the greatest. And then for the AEW
tag team wrestling. I'm sorry.
I mean, at least they had great matches in Ring of Honor. Well, they didn't have great matches in the main roster FTR. They didn't. They just didn't. You said the Usos, and someone gave it 1 star. AEW Women's World Championship is on the line. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, will defend against the number 1 contender, Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho. Who you got, Cash?
I think this might be one of the matches I'm looking forward to most, but it's Dr. Goat's DMD all day.
Go back with time on this Dynamite. Dynamite gets 2 stars.
Rampage. She was on Rampage, and they had an excellent promo with each other.
Fantastic.
Yes.
She wasn't Dynamite. Plural. Go Baker.
And then we got a 2-hour Rampage Grand Slam on Friday. Adam Cole and the Young Bucks will verse Jurassic Express and Christian Cage. Who you got in this one, Jimmy?
Adam Cole and Nick Jackson and what's his face?
Cash?
Yeah, the Super Click will carry Matt Jackson to another one he doesn't deserve.
CM Punk in his first match in over 7 years on mainstream wrestling TV. Who you got? Punk versus Hobbs. Look at Hook. Look at Hook. Looking like a badass. Look at Hook looking like a badass. Look at Hook. Look at Hook looking like a badass in his boxers. Okay. Cash, who you got?
In his graphic, Hook's giving me Johnny Cage vibes.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to say it's still too early for CM Punk to lose. So CM Punk's going to win, and I'm going to call because of some sort of shenanigans with Brian Cage.
Ooh.
Who you got, Jimmy?
I don't hate that pick. Punk wins. Maybe Hook costs Hobbs by accident.
No, I need them as a tag team. I need them to become the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Men of the Year will verse the Inner Circle's Chris Jericho and Jake Hager. Who you got in this one, Jimmy?
Jericho and Hager, sadly.
Cash?
I need Jake Hager turning on Chris Jericho. So optimistically, I'm going to go Men of the Year.
Anna Jay will go 1-on-1 with Penelope Ford. This follows up from Anna Jay getting a victory on the Bunny on Rampage this week, and Penelope Ford knocking both Tay and Jay with the brass knuckles. Set them up for that one. Jimmy, who you got?
I have Anna Jay, I guess. It is what it is. I'm not looking forward to this matchup. I did like that segment on Rampage.
Cash?
All of the fans and their dominant hand.
Jesus. The 4-year-old kid watching.
He doesn't understand it.
Okay. 8-man tag team matchup. It's going to be Private Party, the Butcher and the Blade of HFO versus the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Bros, and Santana and Ortiz. Who wins this one? This was set up after the Lucha Bros defeated the Butcher and the Blade on Rampage. Private Party came out and jumped them, and it was Santana and Ortiz who made the save for them. So who wins this 8-man tag? Jimmy?
This looks like a squash. Lucha Bros, Santana and Ortiz.
Cash?
The concession stands. This is where everybody's going to go get their popcorn and their sodas and
You're
stuff.
not doing that.
No, maybe you, not for the Lucha Bros and Santana and Ortiz in their hometown.
I don't. 8-man tag. This feels like a fucking. This feels like one of those battle royals they do at WrestleMania. It's just who we got left that's not on the show? Just send them out.
Ridiculous. In the main event, lights out match, it's going to be Suzuki Gun, Minoru Suzuki, and Lance Archer versus the team of Eddie Kingston in New York City and John Moxley. Who wins this one, Cash?
I mean, if it's not Eddie Kingston and John Moxley, we riot.
Jimmy?
It sounds right. Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. This Ninja Mortis says Suzuki versus Fuego. Book it, TK. You my boy Blue. You my boy Blue said, love the show. Time to go get ready for football. Peace, y'all. We got Slam and Sammy Joe saying hook up for show. We got Slam and Sammy Joe saying Soho is my MVP.
Put him on the show.
We got Fat Laces Picola saying, Jimmy, I followed your reactions to Fringe back in the day. Stay up, homie. See, joining us on the he wants to hear your reactions to pro wrestling. I love the crossover. Love how the crossover and fans. We got Ninja Mortis saying hookah YouTube about to be called The Corner. Great comment. MVP type comment there. Frantic World saying good live stream, guys. Thank you. We got Fat Lisa's Picola saying the trios match. I'm so excited for Bay. And then finally we got Ninja Mortis saying, has anyone called Phil BM Punk yet? Because I would pop. So that is all for the AEWramble this week. Thank you, fellas. This was a very fun episode to review, and we'll all be live at AEW Dynamite and Rampage Grand Slam on Wednesday. So stay tuned next week. I guess maybe Sunday we can convene and do a reaction, the live reaction to Dynamite Grand Slam from this coming Wednesday. Cash, tell the fine people where they can find you on social media, sir.
You too can do as future THH guest Chris Van Vliet did and follow me on Twitter at My Battery Is Dying without the G. If he followed me, why aren't you?
Jimmy?
At Jimmy Macram on Twitter, where I lose my shit at wrestling fans. Sometimes happily, sometimes not.
And you can find me on the Twitter machine at True Heel SP3. Of course, follow the gang on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at True Heel Heat. Stay tuned. Of course, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified, because we'll have another live stream later on tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, for Blunt Impact special reviewing Impact Wrestling Victory Road from last night with Chris G and Ness. They'll be going live 9 p.m. Eastern time, so stay tuned for that. And of course, stay tuned for all the great content coming up tomorrow. True Rewind 56 with our review of In Your House, Beware of Dog. Myself and Romeo will be back in the DeLorean, joined by Sat E Nyang from Wrestling Daily. Of course, later on in the evening after Monday Night Raw is Rated Raw Superstars with Romeo and Drunk Guy JJ reviewing Monday Night Raw with the big 6-man tag of the Bloodline versus the New Day. Gotta get those ratings. Then on Tuesday you got NX3 live stream coming up. You also got Dark Power on Wednesday. Thursday, another edition of Blunt Impact. Friday, you got Friday Night Warriors, and then next Saturday, right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, you got True Heel Heat 144 with our special guest Chris Van Vliet. 4-time Emmy Award winner. It's going to be a big show, so hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified. And there's a bunch of great content to already enjoy on the channel once the stream is done. You got our Dark Side of the Ring, the Plane Ride from Hell review with myself and Miss Chrissy Love. We go into detail on that very interesting story, and we got the comments from Terry Runnels about how Brock Lesnar's meat looked. So check that out. Very important information for you to discuss. So,
is it the next big thing?
No, it's not. It looks like a uncooked chicken tender, apparently. But put your thumbs up on this video. Share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. Until next week, AEWramble number 10. This has been AEWramble number 9. The Grand Slam preview show for Jimmy, for Cash. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are signing off until